What's going on, guys? So I'm currently back with another live stream today in this wonderful Wednesday. Okay, so currently it's 3:05. Okay, 3:05 p.m. Looking for a trade today. So let's take a look at how today's trading is currently right now. Okay, so right now, guys. So since yesterday, when we were taking this trade here, price coming back up towards the highs here, and during New York session, price came back down as well. So technically, to say that right now, okay, if I were to look at the higher time frame here, okay, price is technically bearish, I guess. I don't know. It to me is very ranging because it's just within this whole entire thing. Like I said, due to the fact that FOMC is actually here. So price is just very bearish, and very ranging this whole entire day or week. So yeah, currently right now I would say that market is pretty, like I said, it's very ranging. Okay, I do not know what exactly price is currently doing. Okay, but what I would do or would want to see actually is a bullish bias towards the high side. Okay, so the reason why for that is, okay, price did sweep this high here, okay, which it did yesterday, and I did call that, oh sorry, so it was majority, yes, so it was this chart. Okay, so dual chart, usually I like to look at my dual charts here. Okay, so price yesterday, as we know, set this, okay, so price, as we know, yesterday swept tons of liquidity here. Okay, I'll show you guys at a higher time frame. Okay, price came back down, swept tons of liquidity here, and that's why I was saying, okay, so I was looking for a buy opportunity, and that's why I took this nice trade. Then I was saying also that how price was to came up here to sweep this high. Additionally, price did came up back up here to sweep this high. So price came up, and then straight away started selling off. Okay, so you might be asking me, so Chris, why are you looking for buy opportunity? Due to the fact that price swept this low here already. So not only did it sweep that low, okay, price swept this low as well. Okay, so price then swept this low, came back down. This is not the high, this is technically the high. Okay, price then swept this high. Okay, price then swept this high here, as you can see, and the as well respected that 15 minutes liquidity. And why would I say I want to look for a bullish trend was, well, if price were to come, okay, so I'm okay with both buys and sells here. I don't have a bullish bias or bearish bias here, but with today's FOMC, I'm more 25 pips biasness, due to the fact that if the Fed were to cut 75 basis point here, 50 basis point, right, there could be some form of inflation that could come back as well. Okay, so I'm more biased towards the 25 basis point cut, comparing it to what's to a 25 basis point. I'm both biased towards a 25 basis point cut rather than a 50 basis point cut. Okay, so but the market is pretty much pricing it at a 50 basis point cut. That's why price is so bullish. Okay, so why do I say that I would want to look for sell potential here is due to the fact that, okay, buy potential. Okay, why do I want to look for buy potential here in today's chart is, well, actually I don't really have any bullish bias or bearish bias in this way, in a sense. But you know, the reason why I would look for bullish setup is price swept the low already here. As you can see, price swept low, and as we know from market structure, okay, price, when the moment price, if price sweeps the low here, which it did here, okay, price tends to go back up. If okay, so if price were to if you sweep this low here, which was here, okay, price should technically continue pushing towards the lows here. Okay, but it didn't continue pushing towards the lows, swept here, respected this 5 minutes bullish fair value gap, and then started making a higher high. Okay, so price then came back up to this zone here. Price then came up to this zone here. As you can see, this was the previous high. Why do I say that? Because this market did close below this low here. Okay, so in the 5 minutes, this did close above it as well. So this is technically a higher high. Okay, lower low, higher high. Okay, then this is the higher low. So right now price is within these two range here. Okay, price within these two range. And price did came back and make more than 50% retracement here. This could, in a sense, when this pullback came, okay, it could mean it's just a pullback for a higher push towards the highs. Additionally, price actually swept this low here, and yes, it did sweep at 2:55 p.m. But for me, if you know, I would say that I wouldn't be looking for another sweep below here. Okay, sorry, there's a lot of planes today. Okay, so okay, it's not that I don't think price will come back down here. If price does come back down here, it's fine as well. I will look for a long setup again. But price did sweep this low already. Okay, price did sweep this low, rejected off very nicely, supported by these bullish fair value gaps, 15 minutes. Okay, additionally 30 minutes, 1 hour as well. Okay, I think that's all. And price it came back down to a 4 hours bullish fair value gap here. Okay, and it's still being respected. 3 hours as well bullish fair value gap, but price is reacting off this 3 hour bearish fair value gap as well. Okay, so as you can see, so 1 hour bearish fair value gap here additionally. So I'm in a specter of buying, like I said, due to the fact that price did sweep this low already here, and you know, price don't tend to sweep lows again. Okay, there's no point for price to come back down, go back up, sweep this low again, come back up here, then sweep this low again to go back up. Yes, it does happen, okay, in this situation. Okay, it did sweep. Okay, it does sweep this low. As you can see, it sweep this low here. Price then after that continue pushing down to sweep this low again. So it is 100% possible, and it is 100% you know, there's a possibility as well. So yeah, that's number one. So number two is I wouldn't mind looking for a long setup if price were to come back up to his zone, break inversing this one, then this would be my break even trade. But if price were to come back up here, break above this trade, okay, and then straight away close above this, I will not take this trade. So I only entry here if price were to come above this without inversing there, then I will look for a trade position. Okay, so the reason why is because I personally feel that price will continue pushing towards this high here. Okay, price should or you know, may have a higher chance of pushing towards that highs as well. But let's just wait and see how this plays out. But right now, price did sweep accumulation macro highs here. If price were to continue pushing towards the highs, then you know, hey, it's a good thing. So I personally feel that if price were to come back up to this high here, it could, there's two possibilities. Price could react off there, like like a few days ago, price could react and straight away just dump, or price shoots up and continue pushing up. So I wouldn't mind taking that chance, okay, due to the fact that price essentially sweep, not really London low, but it's a low. Okay, so yeah. You might ask, is this a break of structure? Okay, I don't think so. This was just a sweep of liquidity. Okay, and if with a sweep of liquidity towards the lows, okay, if price didn't continue dropping and then do a pullback and then a nice downside, this was the structure that you've been looking for here. Okay, but right now this structure here, okay, essentially sorry, let me take a look at some. Yeah, so this structure here is essentially this structure right here. Okay, price set this low here, okay, didn't close below here, so this is the new high. So now price is trying to go back towards this new high here, which is this high here. If price was bullish, okay, it will continue pushing up and stuff, but price retraces down, set this low, make a nice rejection upside. Okay, if price were to continue pushing towards the upside here, don't inverse this 5-minute bearish fair value gap, continue to push higher, right, there will be a good sign. Okay, but of course we don't predict how the market will react. We only react based off what market were to give us. Okay, so right now we're waiting for this closure, this last 5-minute closure. Okay, it didn't close. Okay, but okay, 5 minutes did inverse this, as you guys can see, did came out above it and sweeping this high. So I'm not be taking this trade. So how would I actually look for this trade setup here? Okay, I will look for trade setup if only if price comes back down. Okay, you guys can see rejection of this. Okay, do maybe price maybe come back up and then pulls back down, and then I see a bearish fair value gap here. Okay, then the price inverses it, I will take a buy setup. So that's the only way I do see this trade continuing, because it is a very high risk setup. If price already did sweep this high, okay, because price could easily reverse here as well, since price did sweep that high. Okay, but of course if price were to continue pushing towards this high here and continue pushing high, you might say, oh my god, Chris, you're such a dumbass, why didn't you take this trade, why didn't you take a long? Well, like I said, if you know, right now this is a support zone, this is a support zone that could lead with a resistance zone that led into a support zone. So price could, if price comes back down here, give me a 1 minute bearish fair value gap, okay, I will take a trade. If not, I will not look for a trade, because it's just too risky for me to take this trade. When I took this trade, when price already set this liquidity here, it's like basically you're asking me to take a long setup. You're asking me to take a long setup here. Sorry, you're asking me to take a long setup here. 5 minutes inverse this bullish fair value gap here. You're essentially asking me to take a long setup here, and then what? Stop here when this price was set this high here. There's no point. Okay, there's clearly no point for me to take that trade. It's just way too risky for me to take it. Okay. So currently right now I am looking for a pullback here. I'm looking for a pullback play. If price were to give me, I will not be buying into this, even though yes, price does close very strongly above this. Even if price were to close above this strong, right? There's no way I'll take this trade. Okay. So with FOMC coming out, volume, it could be looking at being very low due to the fact that market is just wants to see what market is currently doing before the FOMC. Market just wants to wait for what FOMC says, whether it's a 25 pip cut, 25 cut, or 50 basis cut. Okay, so like I said, now currently right now I'm seeing is that the forecast is actually a 25 cut and not a 50 basis point cut. So I'm just chilling right now. So 2 minute did close. Okay, did close above these. Okay, tons of bearish fair value gaps have been inversed. 3 minute did inverse this as well. Okay, not tons lah, but that. So essentially, this was inversed. So you guys can see there was a bearish fair value gap here. Then price did inverse it. Okay, a nice rejection. Turn into bullish. But I would say, like I said, I will be looking for a pullback play. Well, if it doesn't give me a pullback, it's fine as well. I'm not really bothered by it. You know, if price wants to fly, let it fly. Such a huge gap. So right now Euro USD, as you can see, price set this high already. Essentially not really an SMT here, okay, but price didn't close. Okay, this is a 5 minutes. Let's take a look at 5 minutes here. So if you can see, is price did sweep this low in terms of dollar, and but price didn't close, you know, didn't close as low. Price shoot up as well. So what does that tell us? That tells us that there might be strong momentum push towards the euro. Is definitely pretty strong now. So right now, like I said, I do want a pullback. I do like this closure above this zone. I do like this closure actually with a very strong momentum push. I'm not buying this here. It's just way too risky for me to buy here. I mean, if you want, you can look for entry now. Okay, you can look for a small lot size position here. Okay, which I am actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open a small mini lot size here, just a small one. Okay, it's a very okay, so I open a small lot size here. And let's just see how this plays out. So for me wise, I will wait for closure below this 5 minutes bullish fair value gap here. Then I will look for stop out. Okay. My break even will be at this point here. Okay. Okay, honestly speaking, I don't like how this price did react off these zones here. That I didn't like how price just immediately came back down, didn't even do any rejection. Okay, as you guys can see from dollar is pretty strong. So right now I do have three small positions open. Okay, I am putting my wrist pretty tight here because this is a very high risk trade. So my take profit is actually towards that high there. I do want to see this 3 minutes. If this 3 minutes do inverse here, I'll be more confident in this trade. I do want to see these 2 minutes bearish fair value gap here to be inversed here as well. Okay, I do want to see this inversed. Then I have stronger conviction that price will continue pushing towards the highs. But currently right now I'm just waiting. Not looking too good, very strong rejections. Okay, need some momentum push towards the highs. Right now is looking that dollar euro is pretty much very weak, so I don't like that rejection. So yeah, let's just wait and see, guys. So guys can just observe the charts along with me. Okay guys, so right now I'm seeing here is that this 3 minutes bearish fair value gap here along with this 2 minutes bearish fair value gap here is pretty strong. Price is reacting off very very strongly here, okay, which isn't a good sign because it could lead to it being bearish, okay, because price is strongly reacting off those two of those zones, okay. So what I do want to see, okay, is if price, I don't want to see this 2 minutes bullish fair value gap to inverse, because if it does inverse it, then I would most probably is that, well, I don't want to see, and whether price gives me is a different thing, but if it does inverse this 2 minutes bullish fair value gap, it's most probably bullish at this point of time already lah. So but what you could have done, or what I could have done, was actually to move my stops to break even. Okay, why do I say that? Is if let's take a look at the 1 minute here, was that price actually came out and set this high here. So price actually came out to set this high here. When price actually come out to set this high here, okay, was essentially that, okay, so that could lead to it to being bullish. And if price were to pull back, okay, I would say that a price is basically bearish, okay. Because if price were to inverse this, as we know, market structure, price should continue pushing towards the highs as well. So right now I'm actually seeing if price were to inverse this, okay, so right now price did close above this, so I'm actually going to move my below my below trades to break even. So two of these lower positions are in break even currently right now at the current moment. So right now I do want to see this high here. If the moment it does okay, so it did close above it, I'm actually going to move both of those to break even. Okay, I move both my stops to break even. Essentially all of it is actually all in break even right now. Okay, I am no longer taking any trades, as in, like, not saying I'm getting any trades, but all of my trades are in break even. Okay, I'll just show you. So as right now all in break even, I am seeing this nice push towards the highs. If price do come back down, okay, sweeping all of my stops to break even, I think is essentially very bearish already, okay. So yeah, I mean, right now price did invert this support. The 2 minute did actually close here. I was like saying how the 2 minute did close here, but I didn't actually look at the higher time frame where there's 3 minute bullish fair value gap that it did supported, and then that's where it bounced off, okay. So okay, I do want to see this 3 minute inverse here. Okay, dollar did inverse this bullish fair value gap here. Okay, so I have a nice conviction or push towards these highs. So I do want to see push towards the highs. If price okay, boom, hit my take profit, and boom, there you go, guys. Fantastic trade by me. Okay, I mean not really fantastic trade, but okay, I was in a huge drawdown, about 1% drawdown, but I mean, to be honest, I won't lie and say that like, oh, I was not scared. Okay, I was 100% scared that I will to lose this trade, but I didn't close my positions due to the fact that price was still didn't close this 5 minutes bullish fair value gap. Price did tap into this 2-minute bullish fair value gap. 3 minutes as well did respected that. Okay, and then I still kept my positions open. My mental state was okay. 5 minutes must close bearish. 4 minutes must close. 5 minutes must close. 3 minutes must close. Okay, 2 minutes must close, and 1 minute must close as well. So essentially, all of it must close before I actually will say, hey, this is super bearish already. I'm gonna take my trade. So how it could have essentially be better, okay, if you guys would have wanted, actually what I did not see was on my MetaTrader, right, this was a double bottom here, and I missed that. Okay, so one thing about taking on a 5 minutes time frame on the trade where I was taking a trade here, right, I missed out this double bottom here, which essentially, as we know, was liquidity. Okay, is essentially liquidity that will be drawn into it. Okay, so I saw how price came back down, sweeping this double bottom here, and I was okay. So I was okay. So I saw price swept this double bottom liquidity, and I would say have a high conviction, but I was like thinking, okay, maybe this double bottom here was the market wanted to sweep it before going towards the highs, and it did. So how you could have traded this was, actually I felt that there was no way to take there's no way you could have traded this in any other way. But if you would want to, 1 minute, if you could have taken this trade here, okay, then break even here, and then you can take profit here. So that could be another alternative. You could have taken this because very nice momentum push supported by a 3-minute bullish fair value gap, inverse this 1 minute bearish fair value gap. So then this is the high as well, so this will be your break even point. Price then came back up, move stops to break even, straight away came back up and take profit. So that's how you could have entered this trade. So you could have potentially taken the trade, but instead I told you guys that I was actually slowly adding in my positions. Definitely a high risk. Okay, I did tell you guys that the reason why it was a high risk because this was a sweep of liquidity already. Okay, this was technically the bearish high. Okay, it's not really, because this still was the bearish high because this market didn't close below this low. Rejection of this, as you can see, very strong rejection. So this is not considered the high. This was technically the high. So this could be a nice pullback. Okay, that's why I took this buy, because price swept this liquidity here. Price came back up here, sweeping this here, and this was a very obvious liquidity zone. And it was very risky, even though I told you guys, okay, so how if price came back down here, I would take this trade, and I did take this trade. I slowly add in my positions, small lot size, 1 lot size each. Okay, and I will say, okay, so if 5 minute were to close bearish, 2 minute were to close bearish, 3 minute, 4 minute all close bearish, 1 minute close bearish, I'll be okay. Yeah, so most probably I was just it's just a liquidity sweep, and price was continued going towards the lows. But price didn't do that. Okay, price came back down here, supported by these 5 minutes 5 minutes bullish fair value gap, 2 minutes bullish fair value gap, and 3 minutes bullish fair value gap, 4 minutes as well, and price just shoot towards the highs. So that's why I took this trade. I was looking for buy potentials, how price has been pretty much bullish. Okay, so yeah, that's why I took this trade. Hope you guys, so I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. boom, take phase 1 passed in 7 days. Fantastic trade, risky trade, I would say, but I didn't open a large position straight away. Okay, I was telling you guys that, saying that, okay, I was willing to take the risk. If the first position here, okay, were to have a one lot size and price were to go back up, I'll be like, hey, it's fine, because I knew it was a very risky trade. Okay, but I slowly opened, saw smaller and smaller lot. Why I didn't add any more position was it was a very risky trade. Okay, like I keep telling you guys, it's a very risky trade. It was a very risky trade, hence I was slowly opening small lot size along the way. I don't do that usually. Usually I just open a big lot size, but it was a very risky trade. I didn't want to risk so much in this trade, maybe 1%, because my stops was very huge. So opening, hedging, I guess you can say, or adding small positions, your stops won't be as detrimental, or will not hurt you as much. Okay, guys, so sorry. So hope you guys enjoy this live stream. It was a short session. Okay. Okay, hope you guys enjoy this session. Hope you guys enjoy this stream. Okay, you guys can check my Telegram out. I put it in the chat, even though there's nobody, but hey, I'm still gonna someone may just watch this stream to see how I pass my phase 1 in 7 days. Well, was it a very long day? I would say, comparing it to my previous phase 1, it was definitely much longer, but because due to the fact that my previous trading was that I had a much larger lot size, but learning from my mistakes, that how if I were to put like 8 lot size, which was less like how I traded, I would have get stopped out way easier. Of course my take profit will be much higher. So if let's say for example I will enter here, okay, last time I would put 1.3 and then my like a 3 lot size, but this would have been almost a $300. If I were to lose, it will be losing at least $300 to $400. So this is a lesson learned. I'm learning and I'm growing every single day. I'm using IFVG. If the market, like I told you guys, if you guys use this IFVG method, right, if price were to fall, it will fall. I'm telling you, it will fall, and it will just stop you up like crazy. Okay, so hope you guys learned something too from this video. I'm going to post my YouTube channel now, and I'm actually going to post the analysis on the Telegram channel. So hope you guys enjoy this live stream today. It was a short session. I started about 3:05. This trade took me a nice okay, I can't really find the thing. Okay, so it took me roughly about maybe, okay, wait, this isn't the right one. 20 minutes before I take profit at $200. So okay lah, not really $200, $195. So it's a win in my eyes. I was definitely above $29, above the 10%. So I'm a baller, yo. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this live stream. I'm gonna end it here. See you guys on Friday. Tomorrow I'll not be trading, but I may or may not trade if there is a phase 2 challenge out, but if not, I will not take the trade. So yeah, if there is a trading setup, I will definitely take. If there is no trading setup, I will not take. So I'll be out at 4 p.m. tomorrow. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this. Peace.